What's going on, guys? I'm Louie here from Sin City Living. I want to thank our patrons. If you have more information, go ahead and check the description below. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. So today, guys, we're going to be going over dealer basics, okay? This is in reference to every game. Basics to every game. Roulette, blackjack, baccarat, craps, carnival games, okay? This is just casino basics. This is going to be an introduction on your first time around, okay? So if you have an interest in becoming a dealer, or if you're going to dealer school, this is not a bad video to watch. Now, when I first broke in the dealer school, that is, when I first went into dealer school, I should say, the first thing I was taught was how to run down checks. Okay? Learn to feel a stack of 20, learn to run down checks. Drop a stack, size in, size in, size in. Okay? Same thing. Drop, size in, size in, size in. Okay, so you'll have start with 1. I'm going to grab a stack in each hand, okay? Multicolored. I like to use multicolored. Okay? And then I'll have, let's say, a green. I'll start with 1. I'll take a stack in each hand. It doesn't have to be a full stack of 20. It can be whatever you feel comfortable with, okay? So I've got stacks of 16. I'm going to size in. Size in. Now, the proper way to size in is to push against the check, swipe your finger across, and lift. Okay? Push against the check, swipe your finger, the pad of your finger, all the way across, and lift. Okay? Lift. Swipe and 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 lift. That's sizing in. Okay? So you start off with 1. And then you go on to 2. Size it, size in, 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 size in. Okay? Notice I'm not sizing in at the same time. I can, but I'm not doing it. Okay? Work out your hands. Work out your hands. Work it out. 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 Okay? Size in. Then I go on to 3. Okay? Size in, 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 size in. 4, 5, so on and so forth, okay? Keep sizing in, keep sizing in. To this day, I still practice every day. I still practice my size-ins. Okay? Another one is drop cutting. Drop, 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 drop. I can do it with both hands. Drop, 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 drop. Start with 1. Drop, drop, 2. 2, 2, 2. 3. And then you can go on to 4. And then you can go on to 5. Okay? You can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop cutting, drop cutting, drop cutting. There are multiple ways to drop cut. You want to practice with both hands. Both hands, okay? And I'll go over a drill on this later. For another time, I'll go over on a separate drill that is specific to dice. Okay, in terms of drop cutting. Okay? Yes, there's 3 main different ways to drop cut. You can lift and drop, lift and drop, lift and drop. You can roll and drop, roll and drop, roll and drop. You can also slice through, drop, slice through, drop, slice through, drop, slice through, drop. Lift, drop, lift, drop, slice through, drop, slice through, drop. Or you can roll, drop, roll, drop, roll, drop. There's different ways to do it. You just find what is comfortable enough for you, okay? Practice makes perfect. Again, I've been dealing for years, and I'm still practicing this every day. Having good hands are very important, dealing a smooth game, knowing what is what and how much is what feels like what. Very important. I cannot stress it enough. Okay, so now let's move on to another one. Plucking. This is mainly on the card side, because you're not going to be plucking when you're on the dice table. You're just not. Or on the roulette table, you're just not. You're going to pluck. Index finger or middle finger. Okay, pluck, pluck, pluck. Index for the first one or middle for the first one. I like to go index for the first one, then middle for the second. Middle, middle, middle. Okay? Notice, I'm lifting and I'm scooping. I'm scooping, I'm scooping, I'm scooping. I'm plucking the checks. I lift, I pluck, pluck, I pluck, I pluck. Okay? I'm plucking the checks. Another one that, believe it or not, it's if you're not accustomed to it, and if it's your first, you rolling the checks forward, grabbing a stack, rolling it forward. Okay. Somebody buys in. You grab a stack, you roll it forward, you prove it, you stack it up. Also stacking it up. Okay. Rolling it forward. You'll have a lot of times people are not accustomed to holding a stack of checks, and then they'll pop. They'll squeeze too hard. It'll feel odd on their hands. Maybe their hands are cramping, and then they'll pop everywhere. My favorite word for that is popcorn. That's what I call it. I call it popcorn. Okay. Rolling a stack. Now the way I roll, a thumb on top, index and middle finger on the bottom, roll it back. You have a stack, log it up. Same thing if you're going to get the stack out. Index and middle, thumb in the back. Push the stack forward, all the way up, lift it, place it, roll it forward. If you're bringing it out, roll it forward. If you're bringing it in, roll it back. Okay? Forward. Back. Okay? You should be able to do it with both hands. Forward. Back. Okay? You have to be able to do these things with both hands. You do not want to be a one-handed dealer. One-handed dealers are the worst. They drive me crazy on every single game. It's not only on dice, it's every game. Okay? Learn to deal with both hands. Okay? Trust me, this is very important, especially if you want to go far into the business. Learn to deal with both hands. A two-handed dealer is always faster and smoother than one. You can get way ahead with just being able to deal with both hands. Okay? Notice, my hands never cross my body. My hands are always placed down, flat on palms down. Why? Because I'm not stealing. I'm not hovering over. I'm not here. I'm not sneaking this hand through and stealing checks. I'm not. No. When I'm on a game, my hands are always flat where they can see my palms, okay? Anytime after I touch on something, I always clear my hands, okay? Clearing my hands are down, okay? I'm going to leave this shoe aside for now. We'll get into that on another video. But these are just some of the basics that I want to go over for dealing. Check handling is so important, okay? Learning to deal, learning to handle checks, okay? And yes, I'm not calling them chips. I'm calling them checks. Roulette tables have chips. We have checks. What is the difference? Chips have no monetary value. Checks have value. This is a 50-cent check. Pardon me. 50-cent check. This is a dollar check. $5 check. $25 check. $100 check. $500 check, $1,000 check. Okay, they have more. They have more. The highest I've dealt with were $5,000 checks. and I've dealt with multiple $5,000 checks. Again, they have bigger checks than that. Some places might have plaques. Plaques they can be ranged from 15 to 25,000, and they're those square-looking plaques. They're plaques. Okay, some places might have $5,000 or $25,000 check. It all depends on the casino. Okay, now one last thing I'd like to go over is just learning how to break down each and every different kind of check. Okay, singles you'll break down in stacks of 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, that is a stack. A full stack is always a stack of 20. It does not matter. A full stack is always 20 checks. No more, no less. That is a full stack of checks. Singles are broken down into 5s. Nickels, or $5 checks, as we call them, nickels, are broken down into 5s as well. Okay, that's $100. Quarters, or $25 checks, are broken down into stacks of 4. $500 right there. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Okay. $100 checks, or a stack of 2,000, broken down into 5s as well. 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, broken down into stacks of 5. Okay. $500 checks are broken down into stacks of 4. Okay. 2,000, 4,000, 6,000, 8,000, $10,000. Okay. Now, last but not least, on this table at least, is thousands, broken down into stacks of 5. 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, $20,000. Okay. Notice how I stack. Notice how I handle the checks. Index finger on top, thumb and middle finger, stack, stack. And now I push my ring finger forward, and that picks up the slack. And then I push it forward again. I stack up, that picks up the slack. Now I have my whole hand to control the checks. Now they're stacked up, I can roll and bring it in. Okay. So that's all I have for this one, guys. Check handling for being a blackjack dealer or a casino dealer. It'll work on every game. Okay. Now the way we break down checks on the card side is a little different than we break down checks on the dice side. That's another video for later. Okay. But if you're dealing blackjack, carnival games, baccarat, any of those games, that is the proper way to handle checks and handle your rack. Okay. As always, don't forget to like, comment, hit that subscribe button. I'm Louie here from Sin City Living, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.